he told him, he said, me and the lad are going yonder to worship. To worship. Because real worship is a sacrifice. Don't tell me you're worshiping God until you lay something on the altar. I don't care if you skip till your feet come off. You have not worshiped God until you have laid something down before him. Something that you related to, something that you were connected to, something that was valuable to you. Until you lay it on the altar, you're really not worshiping God. The word worship comes from another word that means worthship, to express the worth of something. And when we lay down things that are dear to us, that is worship. Abraham at the pinnacle of worship says, we're going yonder to worship, but we will come again. As long as you know in the back of your mind that when it's all over, I'm coming back again. No devil in hell can destroy you if you keep in the back of your mind, I'm coming out of this. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know who. I don't know whether I'm going to be dead and he's going to have to raise me. I don't know whether he's going to stop the knife in my hand. I don't know whether he's going to send an angel. I don't know whether he's going to send a prophet, but I do know that before it's over, I'm coming out of this. I know I'm coming out of this because there's a prophecy over my life, and I haven't done everything that God called me to do. And until I finish my prophecy, somehow or other, there may have to be a sequel. This can't be the end of the movie. I have got to come out of this. This may be a commercial, but it's not over. Touch your neighbor and look him in the face and say, neighbor, expect me to come back. Give God a praise. Expect me to come back. 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 I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know what I have to go through, but expect me to come back. I might look bad today, but expect me to come back. I may be crying right now, but expect me to come back. I may be broke, busted, and disgusted, but expect me to come back. I may not have a friend. Everybody might be at the bottom of the mountain, but expect me. Expect me. Expect me to come back. In every person, every disciple's life, there is a place of testing. Skip, leap, shout, but there's still a place of testing. And you can see it afar off. And you must walk alone. There is a place in your life where everything you've testified about must be proven. There is a place in your life where everything you shouted about must be tested. There is a place in your life that every Bible class you taught must be proven. While you're talking, God has set the place. There is a place in your life for God to prove to the enemy that you are more than talk. God is going to prove his strength in your life when you come to the place. The purpose of the test is to let every devil know that when the heat is on, no matter how much your flesh pulls against you, no matter how much your mind is in conflict, no matter how much war is going through your head, that when the heat is really on, backed in a corner and shoved to the wall, you will do the will of your Father. Some of you have been through enough stress that you should have lost your mind. You've been through things that if you'd have went through them 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you'd have went back to drinking. You've been through things where every little thing that you ever thought about began to come up out of you like a bubbling soup in the middle of the night. And it came to mind, but you said, no, I'm going to wait on the Lord. Because the Lord sent me here to tell you something. You're stronger than you think you are. You're tougher than you think you are. You can go through more than you think you can. Look over your shoulder. Look back through your life. Look at what you've been through already. Look at how God has stood up in you and fortified you. Look at how God has blessed you. Look at how God has strengthened you. It was him holding you together. It was him strengthening you. I know some nights he had to rock you to sleep, but he held you when you didn't have nobody else to hold you. He spoke to you while you